This exhibit is the most exciting thing that ever happened to us because it shows what happened to the last years of the Jews who lived in Iraq, who had been there for thousands of years, and all of a sudden things turned upside down. The Jewish people were having, their lives was good in the 40s, and when Israel became a state, life turned upside down because the Arab people felt that no other country should exist in the Middle East unless it's an Arab country. So they turned against the Jews, hanged 19 Jewish people while everybody was dancing and singing how joyful it is to hang Jews. And we didn't know what to do. Unfortunately, my parents were very wealthy, and everything they had was in real estate, and they couldn't cope with leaving the country completely very poor. So they thought times would change, but it didn't. And in 1951, the time was right and was okay, and most of the Jews left Iraq, and we stayed there. They went through Iran because the Shah allowed them to go through Iran to go to Israel. We stayed there, and we all left except Shaul and his family because he was very kind to the family and he wanted to take care of them. Also, he wanted to take care of what's left of Jewish life in Baghdad. And let me tell you, he was by far the best of all of us. He was a malach, if you can believe it. He believed in the Jewish faith, in the Jewish history, in everything that you can believe, in the studies, in the Torah, in the commitment to the Jewish faith. And he helped the poor, and he helped everybody in need, and he gave it all, everything. So when I heard that they took him, I was completely devastated. I wanted to do something, and I didn't know what. But when I heard about the Babylonian Museum in Israel, I jumped with joy to the occasion. I said, now we can really memorialize my brother, who was such an angel. And my husband said, I'll go with you. Let's go, let's do it. And this is how we could do it. And I really want to thank Aliza Hamama for helping us with it. Without her help, it couldn't have been done. Without the Jewish Museum, it couldn't have been done. Without the team and Hamama, it couldn't have been done. So let's face facts. The facts are that Hamama was the leading factor with her team to make this happen, and I want to thank her so very much. Now, Shaul was, you will never believe what a malach he was. He used to make sure the synagogue is clean. He made sure that people could go to service. Unfortunately, there weren't enough Jewish people, so the only time they could daven was, they could have a crowd to daven was during the high holidays, and if there were a wedding. And Shaul used to go to make sure the synagogue is fresh, clean, with sheets, towels, all ready. And they did the service, and he really did everything. He helped the poor, he helped everybody. He never looked for what is good for himself. He just was there to give it all. And I really am grateful for the museum and for Shaul's room. This way his memory will be forever. And not only his memory, but the memory of the other Jewish people who suffered and who passed during that period. Thank you.